What is up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. I apologize, guys, for the short hiatus. Today might also be a quick one. Hopefully shortly followed by yet another video. I might release 2 today as a way to kind of try to make up for my absence. We're gonna get rolling right away because even now I don't have a ton of time to do the things that I'd like to do. Can we get here in time to? Oh, you know what? That's not worth our time. I'm telling you guys, I have limited time. I'm not gonna spend it killing two brigands there. Let's go ahead and turn in at Hellenberg. We destroyed an orc camp in the last episode. Let's get paid. Hellenberg is one of those places that has the stuff, so we could potentially find ourselves buying some good arms and armor here. Why did I not make videos, guys? It was my son's birthday on the 28th. It was exam time for several of my classes. It's been a lot. I've been very busy. My daughter had a bike rodeo. If you don't know what that is, it's like a thing for kids at their school where you have to go and like basically just watch them ride bikes. And yeah, so it's been a lot. I've been quite busy and attempting to be a good dad while also being a good student. I had to recite Russian poetry. That was a little nerve-wracking because I'm not the best at reading Russian out loud anymore. I used to be much better. So we're selling all this gear that we picked up. I don't need that. I'm trying to talk and be a little methodical at the same time, which has never been my strong suit. We've got some daggers that need to go. I'm holding on to a little bit of extra arms and armor here. Checking our secondary weaponry. I do like holding on to extra spears and this arming sword. We've also got the long sword here from Mudun. He's been in the back while he heals and recovers. What else? I think that's good. I think that's it. Someone asked why I have 14 men in my company. It's because of the oath we currently have. Let's see about this contract here. Go to Kuwaiter and then to Rothenbach, then return. How much are we talking about? Okay. I'll need some time to think about this. Definitely want to check the bros here. I think we did in the last episode as well. Yeah, just 3 very expensive dudes we can't afford. Dogs. We don't want to buy dogs without armor. And then at the weaponsmith, I have been tempted to get something like a great axe or even the hammer for Mudun and just lock him in as a character that uses one of those weapons. I love the axe because it hits both the head and body. So on a brother who has really high melee attack, it's incredible. I like the hammer because it only hits 3 enemies around you, which is a very common scenario, and is very effective against armor as well. It's also about 500 gold cheaper. The Great Axe, while it can hit everything around you, Cash moves everything around me, while it does that, sometimes that's more of an inconvenience it's more of a bug than a feature. And that ability very seldom gets used. I may just hoard more gold. I'm more interested in buying armor than I am at buying weapons at this point. So I guess we're going to hold it. What I want to do, though, is look at where is Kuwaiter. I keep wanting to say Kauai. Which is not a word that's in my everyday vocabulary. But we just need to go around here. And this is kind of cool because it'll give me an opportunity to explore here. And I want to say I should have visited the Oracle in the last episode. I don't know why I was so hesitant to jump in there. Well, I do know why. It's because I didn't want to potentially miss something cool or get involved with something. Oh no, I didn't take the contract, you stupid dummy. Take the contract. I accept. Now these guys' heads are mine. All your heads belong to us. 8 easy heads, hopefully. So, everything we can do right now to try to... We'll pass. Everybody's passing because we need to rally. Everything we can do now to try to get ready for whatever our first in-game crisis is going to be clutch. It kind of has fallen upon us in our other Let's Play But we might have a chance here to be a little bit better prepared. Let's go ahead and rally. That's a pretty good rally since he has the banner. Go ahead and pass. Everyone passes. Okay. And that's it. That's the extent of our abilities here. Could step in here with Gildrick. Not gonna. But yeah, guys, I've been super busy and swamped. Also, tons of jiu-jitsu practice. Honestly, has been like destroying my hands. I mentioned, I think, in a previous episode that we've been doing Spider Guard and Lasso Guard. For those of you who like that sort of thing, you want to look that up maybe. I'm going to jump in here so they don't jump in on Theodore. Or at least they can't fully surround him. Go for the decap. Nice. Everyone else, I think, in the front lines is quite healthy. You took my weapon, huh? That's okay. Because at the end of the day, you still just have a whip against a very armored man. They've got some spooky weapons here, but we're okay. Beautiful. Very nice. I was about to say, I have to imagine my bros can handle this down here. Surprised he jumped up. I'm going to say, a nice 28% lucky shot there would be beautiful. But yeah, man, I've been like soaking my hands every night. I don't have, you know, the world's meatiest paws. However, I think it's the type of like practicing constant like wear and tear, trying to grip the gis and everything that it would wear on anyone's hands. And it's been rough. It's been very fun. It's a fun thing to do in jiu-jitsu, but it's also kind of hard. Gonna get stabbed, son. I tried to use puncture. Surprised this dude's not out of here. It's a little unfortunate. So we're gonna drop a dog here, hoping it breaks him. Yes. I do not want to take any more damage. I don't like that the doggo took the hit, or took the kill, but it is what it is. It still counts towards our total, I do believe. Nice shots from Quick Draw. I think that's 2 for him. And I'm not playing this quite optimally, but what can you do? But yeah, guys, the moral of the story, been slightly overwhelmed. If I ever have to cut something, unfortunately, the thing that's almost certainly always going to get cut is going to be video games of all variety. Even the ones I'm having a lot of fun playing, and even the ones I make videos on. Like I said, it was my son's birthday too. That was pretty fun. I picked up, so I've got a Nintendo 64 that I got, well, I'm gonna tell you, Santa got it for me for Christmas. Santa's pretty sweet. He knows what I like. And the only game I have for it is a game called Ogre Battles 64. It's one of my favorite, it's probably my favorite game ever made. But that's not fun. That's fun for me, but it's not fun for anyone else. So I went and got a controller, another controller, and I found Super Smash Bros, which cost me like a fortune because vintage game. They're calling them vintage games now. It's literally just my childhood. And I wish I had never sold any of the stuff that I had back in the day because I'd be sitting on a pile of money and fun. But I went and found it. I found it still in the box, which is what cost me really all the money. And we spent my son's birthday evening playing the original Super Smash Bros. And having a blast. Okay. If the North is sitting at the fallen star, that means the war between the North and South is happening. I don't know why we don't get any kind of notification for this. I could have sworn that you do. I know you do for the Noble War. A guy, you get like a big long message, like a trumpeter or whatever shows up at a village and tells everyone, hey, the war is on. But I feel like you should get something similar here, because the Fallen Star is just like the Oracle. It's one of those locations that you fight over back and forth. The great crater in the ground made by a rock that fell from the sky. A mausoleum was built around it long ago, and to this day people from all corners of the world set out to pilgrimage here. Very similar to modern day Mecca. A cataclysm as the world knows it comes from the earth herself. Volcanoes, floods, earthquakes, plagues. These are things all men fear. The unwarned issuances that can instantly shatter the greatest of kingdoms and disrobe the royal color from the greatest of kings. The great caldera before you then stands as a stark reminder that not only are you small, but you might not even know just how small you are. It is quite clear to even the simplest of minds that the enormous rock at the crater's center came from above, perhaps very far above. Northerners believe it is the coda of the great war of the old gods. It is a literal mountain weaponized by the deities, thrown like a stone from a catapult before landing with such apocalyptic damage that the horrors wrought ceased all heavenly conflict. Southerners see it as the fiery tear of the Gilder. Looking down upon a world without man, the god fell into deep sadness and cried upon the earth. At first, he was fearful that he had destroyed all that lay below, but instead he watched as man drew up from the fires and armored himself in the ashes. And it is then that he knew man, living in every corner of the earth, was his chosen beings, and man knew him. Whatever it is, the crater brings followers and believers from all directions. Here exists an amicable understanding that there shall be no impasses upon one another. Though during these times of religious war, that unspoken agreement is all shattered. Our fate will lead us here again in time. Interesting. I was watching Midnight Mass. I'm only on like episode 3, I think, with my lady. And they were showing pieces of Jerusalem that I know she had never seen before. We were kind of discussing what they were. I grew up going to Catholic school, so I'm pretty well versed in, Solomon's temple and the wall that everyone goes and puts their foreheads on and leaves their little prayers and all the different little places. But Jerusalem's kind of a cool place if you've never really even thought about it or considered what it is. Just dudes with machine guns everywhere, hoping to keep peace. While people from religions from all over the world come together to try, to worship sort of similar stuff. It's interesting. It's an interesting place. I should very much like to visit there one day. We didn't get a lot of loot from that last battle, did we, huh? I was hoping to come here and buy stuff, but they don't have a lot of stuff to buy. As far as Anthony, what are we building Anthony as? Iron Lungs, you gotta love it. Thank you for the nice 4 in range skill. Very happy to see it, and I'll even take that 4 in fatigue. Thank you very much. And then as for the rest, I hate having this low of melee defense, but we're not going to be able to pump that. Instead, I think we honestly just take a 3 in resolve, try to get him up to 50. That could be the play right now. Having better initiative works better with dodge, nimble, which is probably what we're going to get on him. But for the moment, everyone needs to have berserk, so we'll pop that. That's too easy. And everything here is quite expensive, although I can't afford to run out of anything. So we'll buy just a little bit of tools. Call that good. And then now let's continue traveling. So what we can do here at Rothenburg. Okay, well, here we go. We get a thing. The arsenal assembled before you is unlike any you've ever seen. Armaments piled higher than 3 men head to feet. Soldiers are lined up, half of them holding religious banners, each adorned with one of the old gods. Clerics and monks walk the line, speaking to the matter in both earthly and heavenly tones. This is the crusade, the great religious arrest of the Northerners to take on the Gilder's followers. Sellsword, are ye? You turn to see a young lad gearing up. You'll be on the righteous path, I know it, and the old gods will watch over us all. Do by them well, little scapegrace. Of course, but first you'll do right by the light brigade and getting a fat purse from all the action to come. Excellent. So there is indeed a warning. What I was hoping to do... Oh my god, the orcs are upon us. That's potentially a lot of orcs. And maybe too many orcs. That's a deadly fight. Okay, if they split up, though... It's still a deadly fight. 15 orcs is a lot. But I have faith, I believe. We just need to get a chain route going. And we definitely have to fix this massive resolve issue before they break us. I know I was talking about something, but my stream of consciousness is constantly being broken by all the hot action we're getting into. Okay, so what I was thinking about in my brain, so I guess I probably wasn't talking about it out loud, was the idea that in this playthrough, maybe we see if we can go and help the Southerners. That was not a great rally. He didn't even rally himself. We see if we can help the Southerners fight the Northerners. That way we kind of get both sides of the conflict. Wow. Okay, these were the crappiest rallies. So, since we know we're not getting anything better, we just shoot now. I'll take all the misses. That don't bother me. As long as they hit something. That's good. That took all of his armor. Just make him nice and squishy. A kill would be even better. Beautiful. Beautiful. So a little bit of fear sets in for them. I didn't notice really any change for us. Should have been going for that guy. Okay. Can't quite reach there. Nice. We don't want to let him go though. If we can kill him, we will. Oh, that sucks actually. He's in the grass. We can't even see him. This is pretty rough. There's so many of them landing all these stuns. Focusing here is going to be pretty clutch. Beautiful. I'll take that all day. Excellent. I'm going to shoot in there. That might seem like a weird play, but it did work. Okay. And then here with Anthony, we would love to land a big stun. Quick draw. We just want to get that kill. Beautiful. More fear, more confidence for us. And less offensive capability for them. Go for that 93. And we could even rotate him out. We don't really have any secondary weapons. But we could rotate out, like, Theodore here. And I think we should do that. Oh, no, we can't because he's stunned. Aha. That's true. Okay, well, I guess we will not rotate Theodore out. I don't have the ability to do damage this turn with Urhamian, so instead we're just going to rally again and try to rally whoever we can. It is costing him a lot in fatigue. Otmar does not have quick hands yet. Going to go for the stun. That was garbage. Okay, dogs come out. That routed Theodore. We need another good rally. We need a better one for Muldoon. Yeah, and we need to start breaking them. Good hits, though. Our archers have done pretty well considering the state of our company right now. Focusing down Ozpin, not great for us. Almost certainly worth it for him to shield wall here. There we go, armor gone. Thankful that Gildrick was not stunned yet again. Gonna shoot down here, hope to hit something. And that was a really crappy rally that could have been a kill. But that felt real bad. Let's just get the kill here, hope to rout. Excellent. Gisbert, show me what you got with the billhook, Gisbert. It's a great hit. And then Miguel needs to just get in there with the machete. Beautiful. That's a heavy hit. I wasn't expecting that. Go for the decap here. This guy's going to play himself, so we don't need to worry about that too much. And here we're just going to step in. Perhaps should have done that last turn. Get a nice surround here. Happy that Theodore was able to jump out without injury. And then we'll step in here with Muldoon. And I really just wanted that dog to go here. But if you drop one dog, you should drop them all. Get the surrounds, get the advantages. Confuse the AI yet even more. Break their spirit. Nice. Cut leg muscles. Yeah. Make them more fatigued. Haze might not be long for this world, but... Nice. Very good, very good. We'll step in here. So did one of them escape? I guess we'll see once we get the head count here. Step here, just take the high ground. Nice. Happy to see the whiffs. Okay, and with them dead, confidence levels through the roof. I'm not dropping this last dog here. Theodore, happy you're back. Surprised they're holding on as well as they are. Nice. Happy that they're somewhat breaking before they get a chance to attack. Let's see if it had any effect. Well, maybe. We still got hit twice. Everyone's kind of in a good position. Back you out. Nice. And we will go after that other group of orcs. And thankfully this battle is over. Nice. Gildrick with the kills at the end there. Many succulent orc heads have been gathered today. And let's go get this other group. Now, Berserker is quite dangerous. But lower in number. Same deal as last time. I maybe should move our Hammy and switch him out with Miguel or Otmar. Keep them more centralized. Sucks to see that they're all armored. Okay, decent rally. They got the big chains. Let's go for the more central one. We can put more eyes on him. Alright, missing a lot there. Let's rally. No one, huh? When the source of rally is already wavering, I think that just makes it super weak. With all this firepower, we gotta be able to get a single berserker kill before the battle even starts. It's kind of crazy we didn't get that. Tempted to unleash a war dog because I think it's gonna end up being valuable. Yeah. Just in sheer like tools and damage we might take. Because a war dog here would have stopped up a lot of this. As I say, I'm hoping the big boy stays out of it. Still alive, huh? Okay. He's gonna charge in. As long as he can't attack the same turn, I'm okay. Alright, that sucked. I tried for the stun. Come on, guys. Y'all are making me look like an idiot. I went for that because I felt like it was a sure thing. It was not a sure thing. We'll step in here. Stop these guys from going in. I'm going to go for the decap. We did not get it. And we just got wrecked by this one orc with a shield. Come help us, warrior. We're a little faster than the berserkers, but I don't think it's going to help us here. That could have been clutch. Oh no, Ospen's in terrible shape. Okay, I should have taken him out. That's on me. We may redo this fight. I should have known that. As a matter of fact, let's not waste any time. I don't have time to waste today, unfortunately. But that was dumb. That was dumb to leave him in the front lines. He is easily one-shottable by any berserker. Is anyone else? I mean, Theodore's not in great shape, but 80 HP is not a low amount of HP. Ospen really just needs some not destroyed armor. And just like that, he's kind of fine. Maybe offset our rally a little bit so it's more efficient. You guys in the back, how y'all doing? Just have an injury. Okay, let's try that again. Make no mistake, this is a deadly fight no matter what. But I can't help but feel like we should have had a dead berserker or two before the battle even started. And instead we had no dead berserkers and we whiffed a lot of attacks. Let's try and get some good rallies this time. Alright, good rally, good rally. Mediocre rally. But we rallied Urhamian, which is the problem. Which is why I had them so separate now that I remember. That way he wouldn't get rallied. Because I think if he has been rallied, he cannot himself rally. And that was a lot of whiffs too. Yeah. I don't like that. I think that's kind of dumb. It makes sense to me that you can't be rallied multiple times. It does not make sense to me that you cannot rally, be rallied and then rally yourself. That actually makes no sense to me. As just like a design choice. I'm gonna take one good aim shot. Nice. Got him starting to break. I don't want to let him go. Because he probably will rally. As I said before, this is almost certainly worth a dog. They may not even target him. But we'll see. He gets the kill. That's not good. That's not what we wanted. We gave him confidence. It's worth a dog to stop them up. If he had missed a single attack and then this guy had charged on him, it would have been very much worth the dog. Instead, we gave them confidence, which is horrible. So now we have to take that from them. And we don't do that by missing all of our attacks, that's for sure. We pass these. Okay, here's the deal. This is the one that we have to target. Went for the stun. We have to target him because he's the one we can actually target with... I think we've got 4 bros that can hit him. We went for the stun and didn't get it. Okay, we injured him. Exposed ribs, that's great. Let's get our machete out. Okay, we hit him in the chest, basically. Went for the decap. Twice, didn't get it. That's pretty rough. I don't know if we'll be able to kill him before he attacks. He's got rage going, though. I think we'll be able to kill him, though. I'm pretty confident. That's a nice route. You love to see it. Those are some good quality misses. His confidence is gone. Man, you gotta love spears versus orcs, too. Go for the stun. Didn't get it. Again, I don't remember if you can stun berserkers. I feel like that might... I don't know why certain things like that are stuck in my head. You can do this, can do that. But I tend to listen to it. But we'll see if we land a stun. Like, I'm pretty sure you can't stun unholds. And he dies anyway. God, that's brutal. I do still want to take this fight. But we can't lose a brother for this. This is a totally optional fight for us. We just whiffed way too many attacks or didn't land any stuns or whatever the deal was. But this weapon is just brutal. We didn't survive, a single attack with it. Yeah, once again, I don't see us. I'm going to try this fight one more time, but that's all the time I have for today. Sucks that I'm wasting it on berserkers, but hopefully when we come back to the next episode with the Light Brigade, we'll be able to do something a little more interesting. I think what I will do, and I forgot to move our Hamian, what I will do is try to get involved with the conflict, but we're going to do it from the side of the southern city-states. We're going to fight the north. We're going to try to acquire their gear. And for those of you who've never seen this stuff before, hopefully it'll be like a fun look. See, this rock is going to kill us. It's going to be a fun look at the different ways you can play Battle Brothers. There's more than one solution most of the time. And we rallied our Hamian. Like I said, it's kind of bad. But it was a good rally. Overall, it was a good rally. Yeah, that rock is wrecking us. It's the MVP for the orcs right now. Oh, he was not rallied. Okay, cool. Well, I wish I'd have known that because I'd have held off on my attacks. Come on, bros. I need good attacks here. Excellent. Excellent. I was going to say, one more and he's done. And the other berserker is like, what the hell is going on? That's all quite nice. And you see how hard this is, even with all of our brothers? This is a very tricky oath. Basically, starting the battle with every man breaking is just brutal. And it'd be nice if we resisted some of these stuns, man. I think you can. Alright, missing those was pretty crap. If we land this, that'd be huge. If we land that, that would be huge. If we land this, it'll be huge. We need all of this, because now we're just going to get hit by everything. What is going on here? Okay. Not terrible. We may be able to at least kill this berserker. This one we might be able to handle up on a little bit. He's already wavering. No, he's going to get a chance to go first. We can shoot him. And not hit him at all. Nice, he whipped his own dude. All of our chances for redemption here going out of the window. Our Hamian hasn't really done anything in these battles. Feels bad, man. But we broke a berserker. That's a good start. That guy's got to go. That's all of his armor. Excellent. Went for the stun again. Just trying to prove it one way or the other. He's going to die from bleed, but we're still going to take the kill. And I will step up. Going to take the kill in the hopes of wrecking them this turn. This guy is still deadly. But we've got a lot of chances to mess him up. Before he gets a chance to attack us. Beautiful. Is it Jim Carrey that says B-E-A beautiful? I think so. I can hear it in my head, but I can't remember what it comes from. How cool was Jim Carrey? I don't know how old most of you guys are. I am 32. When I was a kid, Jim Carrey was like the coolest human alive. He was like a meme generator before there were memes. Thinking back on his movies, I wonder how much of the things that we still remember and say today, like "somebody stop me" from like The Mask, or like he says "like a glove." I wonder how much of that was him improvising and how much of that was written stuff. I'd be very curious to know. There was definitely a time when I was a kid that if you'd asked me who I wanted to be when I grew up, I'd been like, I want to be just like Jim Carrey. Which as an adult man now is a little cringe, but hey man, when you're a kid, I love like stammering. I love Michael Myers, not the serial killer. I loved Robin Williams. Robin Williams and Jim Carrey honestly might have been tied. And we get the sick chains. Very cool weapons. I don't think I've ever had a berserker chain, bro. They're considered flails. I knew we could do that without taking losses. But boy, was that dangerous. And that was all the heads we needed. I was hoping the prices here to buy stuff would be a little more forgiving. Look at the prices to sell. I don't know if I've ever seen them quite so bad. Buy a little food. And I guess we head back. I was going to take this as an opportunity to explore, but it's not going to work. You find Gisbert, the increasingly paranoid sellsword, huddled by himself with his hands around his knees. Despite the infantile posture, his eyes are steeled, and he's keeping careful watch of everything. When you ask him how he's doing, he simply laughs. I don't know, sir. Just surrounded by a mob of money-driven assholes who will stab me in the back whenever it suits them. In a way, you understand where he's coming from, but you hope this mood is not contagious with the rest of the company. Stop being paranoid, nerd. Finally, our oath has ended. The good and bad sides of it. Power in numbers, camaraderie, and brotherhood. While fielding additional men encumbered your ability to command, over the course of every battle, the Light Brigade quickly realized that the chaos of combat could be overcome by standing shoulder to shoulder with the man beside you. Trusting him to do his job and him trusting that you do yours, the experience has hardened the company to the havocs of war. Now that the company knows it can confront its enemies by trusting its own members, it is ready to take another oath. Excellent. Did that put us over the edge? It did not, sadly. We need how much more? So 200 more renown and we'll be able to unlock something else. Hopefully their cartographer. That's another good way to get paid. And we're just going to head down to Hellenberg. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Hakim al-Ramal and see if I can't beat up these stupid Northerners in coming episodes. So who did it take out? It took out, let's see, we're going to have to reorganize a bit here. And thankfully we can go ahead and switch back there. Tempted just to throw one of these fat daddies on him and just use it like that. Let's get Thorben in perhaps over Ospen. And Ospen, we need to switch his armor back. Otmar did indeed level. Wow, really crappy melee roll. What the heck, man? Not very impressive anything. Really, the fatigue is great. The range skill is great if we want to keep him as basically similar frontline bro to all the other ones we've had. Now, I guess I'll take this 4 hit points. I don't really like any of that. None of that has ended up the way we drew it up for him. Could just go executioner here. Could go underdog. I was hoping to have him be one of my secondary frontliners. But I mean, we've got dudes like Miguel here who are, you know, have better melee skill than him. And he's not being built as a frontline, as a two-handed frontliner. So instead, I think I'm just going to grab on him. We're just going to get quick hands. He might just end up being another kind of like shield bro who also throws stuff for us, which is good. I'll take more of those. Columbo here, still a little bit injured. Galdrick, nice to see you, buddy. What do you got going on here? Let's level you. Nice to see a 4 in melee skill. Thank you very much. I'll take this 4 in range defense. No, I will not, because he has the injury that makes all of these pumps terrible. For him, mostly hit points is good. I'll take the fatigue. And I honestly don't hate resolve. Man, Galdrick could have been built so many different ways. I wish I was a little less rusty when I started this campaign, because I think I would have made a few different choices. But I was trying to like build our characters thematically, which is no longer really viable. Unless you want to do a really long campaign where the early game is super long because you're just trying to gather brothers together. How are you reaching 60? Ah, the arena fighter. That's what it is. Okay. So from here, man, 2 HP, that's so pitiful. That's alright, is what it is. But for Galdrick, what else? Could go Killing Frenzy, which I really like on Cleavers. Indomitable, I really like on Two-Handers. Lone Wolf, probably not going to be his strong suit until we get a chance to let him drink some of that sweet, sweet holy water. Reach advantage could be for him. It's a little too late to get Steel Brow. Yeah, I like it. We'll take it. It's not as good on a cleaver bro as it is on, let's say, a sword, a two-handed like great sword bro, because you're not able to use the AoE. But cleavers can attack like 3 times in a turn, which in turn can give you 15, melee defense, melee range defense. So, and that's something that he desperately needs because he has no other means of getting it. So yeah, with that done, I think we're good. I could take out, and I should take out Arantir here for Otmar. I think that's good. Okay. And with that, we'll continue traveling south. I'm not going to get involved. We need to buy whatever we want to buy at Hellenberg now, because we're going to piss off all of the north and not be able to make any purchases. And that includes like hiring bros that we may want to hire, and I don't see any that we're going to get. I doubt their inventory has flipped over. I will take up those dogs, so the inventory has flipped over a little bit here. Nice. Saleh helmet, I'll probably be purchasing that. Kettle hat with closed mail is a great pickup too. As far as armor, all I'm really seeing, they have the 2 mail hauberks. I tend to pass on the footman's armor, though I don't blame you if you don't. But 150 armor would go a long way for some of our frontline bros. Prices to sell here are quite good. Someone needs to hold that banner. And I should have repaired all that. A little bit of an oversight, but also tools currently are expensive. So yeah, I'm going to completely resupply here. But let's check the weaponsmith before we do anything. They've got a mortal whip, a 2-handed flail. I don't know how good this is. It looks okay. I mean, it looks good. It's a good weapon. I don't know if it's worth all the potential gains we're going to get from other things right now. For instance, I mean, we could buy... I'd probably rather have this greatsword than this mortal whip. They've got multiple warhammers. They've got fighting axes. 2-handed hammers. I'm always shocked about how cheap they are compared to other weaponry, considering how effective it is versus everything. I was hoping to buy a great axe, but they don't have one. I might just go 2-handed hammer on Mudun. I think we sell the longsword. I think I sell a lot of stuff, to be honest. Anything that I'm holding on to, now is the time to purge my inventory. And just gather as much cash together as I can. I also need to make sure I've got... This is kind of nice. A cheap military cleaver. I've got a ton of cleavers, though. I also need to make sure that I'm going to buy all these tools. All the food. They did not have any bandages. That's not good. I would have liked to have picked up some extra medical supplies. So with our money here, this is a great helmet pickup. This is a not bad helmet pickup. Would probably go kettle hat over it. This is a good... I mean, I want the Saleh helmet. I'm buying that for sure. Wait, how did I miss that? How did I miss the reinforced mail hauberk? We're going to grab that. That's a guaranteed pickup. And that is going to go on to... I like to give it to brothers with a little seniority. That goes on to Miguel. Can his fatigue handle it? I think it can. As far as archers go, it's a 110 versus the 120. Still a good helmet, though. Gisbert here. I'm going to hook you up. We're trying, guys. We're gonna scrape together some armor. Question is, do I buy all these mail hauberks? Could grab these two here. Better helmet for, let's see, what are our crossbowmen? Are they all rocking good stuff? Not really. We could use a better helmet here. That's not a top priority though. That's a couple points of durability over something that's like a major upgrade, like a kettle hat with closed mail. I guess I'm just looking at this footman's armor. And we're gonna grab it. To Theodore. I would hate to lose Theodore. Let's hook him up. Crossbowmen can get a little bit heavier armor. We've got the mail there. That'll be switched on to Aaron Tier. Yeah, we've still got frontliners wearing some pretty weak stuff. Switching stuff around. Also need to check on who needs a dog. And then hook them up. Very nice. That filled everyone's inventory. Sweet. And then we've got Arathorn here. Need some sort of two-handed weapon. So there we go. And man, guys, I think that's all the time I have today. Thank you so much for watching. When we come back, we'll do even more organization and figure this out. And then we'll get involved in the Holy War. I'll probably end up buying also, you know what, let's go to the weaponsmith before I forget. There's some good stuff here. I love these warhammers. Our frontline guys have decent gear though. We've got all these military cleavers. It's the... I'd like to get a fighting spear perhaps for Ospen. But I think one of the biggest pickups we could get would be this two-handed hammer. So we're going to do it. We're going to pull the trigger. And just like that, Mudun is hammering. And the 4K we might need to keep in the bank. Because missions might not be coming fast and furious towards us. But guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the short episodes. Sorry again for the lack of episodes. And I hope to rectify that today. But once again, I got more jiu-jitsu and I've got a bit of a date coming up too. So with that being said, take care y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Later guys.